It was a rainy Thursday night when Mia missed her usual bus home. She had stayed late at the library, researching for a paper, and by the time she realized how late it was, only one bus remained on the schedule, Route 13 to Raven Hollow. The bus pulled up, an old, creaky thing, paint faded and headlights flickering. The driver didn't speak, just nodded as she got in. Mia noticed the bus was empty except for a few passengers, all sitting perfectly still, staring ahead. Not one of them blinked or moved. She took a seat near the middle and pulled out her phone, but there was no signal. As the bus drove through the dark countryside, she noticed something strange. The route didn't look familiar at all. Instead of the city streets, they were now surrounded by dense woods, with gnarled trees clawing at the windows. She leaned over to ask the woman across the aisle if they were still going toward the city center. But as she did, she realized the woman was not breathing. Her skin was pale and waxy, her eyes wide open, but completely lifeless. Panicking, Mia rushed toward the driver. "Sir, I think, these people, they're not okay." The driver didn't respond. He slowly turned his head, revealing that his face was completely blank, no eyes, no mouth, just smooth, pale skin. Mia screamed and stumbled back. The bus suddenly jerked to a halt in the middle of the forest. The doors creaked open, revealing a fog-covered path with dim lanterns glowing in the distance. A voice echoed through the bus, not from the driver, but from every direction at once. "This is your stop, Mia." "How do you know my name?" she shouted. But no answer came. She tried to run back to her seat, but the seats were now empty, every single passenger was gone. Their clothes remained, neatly folded on the cushions. Then she saw them. Outside the bus, figures were forming in the fog, tall, shadowy shapes with glowing white eyes. They didn't walk. They glided toward the open door. Mia turned and pulled at the emergency window, trying to escape. It wouldn't budge. The shadows entered the bus one by one, and wherever they moved, the world around them seemed to fade and rot, seats turning to dust, windows cracking, the roof peeling away. Mia backed into a corner, clutching her phone. Suddenly, it lit up. One message. No signal, but somehow a message came through. "You should never have boarded Route 13. Run." She didn't wait. She charged through the shadowy figures, expecting them to grab her, but they just watched. She leapt off the bus into the fog. The second her feet hit the path, the bus vanished, as if it had never been there. She ran and ran through the forest until she saw lights, a gas station, modern and alive. She burst in, screaming, crying, trying to explain what happened. The clerk looked confused but nodded slowly. Then he said something that made her blood run cold. "You're not the first one to say that. Happens every few years. No one who rides Route 13 ever comes back, except you." She asked him to call the police, but when they checked, there was no Route 13. No records. No driver. No bus company with that number. But Mia knew what she saw. And every night, when she closes her eyes, she sees that foggy path. She hears the voice. "This is your stop, Mia." And she knows. One day, they'll come for her again.